Welcome to our Mobile Live presentation today. I am going to be showing you some different features of Mobile Live. Mobile Live has become one of the hottest products that Real Green Systems has. It's almost having Service Assistant out in the field. First thing with Mobile Live, it's an Android device only. Mobile Live, we have probably roughly about 3,200 units out in the field right now today. It's a great way for a company to get live truck tracking. I'm going to start off with Mobile Live by touching the app. We have our own app that you'll download from the Google Play Store. And your technician will then just sign into the application. So you have already assigned them a route into the field or into them. They get into their trucks, they sign into Mobile Live, and their route will then appear, okay? Now, it's gonna come in right in route order that you assigned into your office, so there's nothing that they're really gonna have to do to change anything. And as you can see on my tablet in there, I can hit the very first customer that's on there, I'll touch that, and it gives me notes right specifically what needs to be done with that property. I can also go look at all the notes for all of my work that I have to do, but I can hit navigate if I need turn-by-turn directions, or I can hit confirm and I'm in front of the property now. So let's picture it this way. I'm sitting in front of the property. A message just came up and said, boy, you might be at the wrong location. That's a great feature with Mobile Live to make sure that you're not doing the wrong house at any time. However, I'm not going to read geocode because I'm actually not in front of this property. As you can see, I'm in the office today talking to you about this. So I'm just going to say no to it, and I'm going to start the timer. Now back in the office, your guys might not like this in the field, but now you can see exactly where they're at, what time that the applicator started the application out in the field. So I'm in the field, I just put some product down on the ground, Mrs. comes out and she says, boy, I think I might have some problems in my backyard. The applicator identifies it that, hey, you might have some grubs. So I hit the Add Service button and I scroll down to Grub Control. Now, in Service Assistant, we have price charts. If the price charts reflect what that service is, that price is automatically going to pop up right in the field for you. So your applicator really doesn't even have to think about anything when he's doing this. So as you can see on my screen, that it's giving me my price. I put down the Grub Control. All is good out in the field now. So I'm now putting down the application. Everything is there. But on my tablet, you can see I have 4 different options on the bottom. I have a box, I have a light bulb, I have a sun, and I have a notepad. So if I hit the box here, I can now go in and select which product I just put down and confirm what the rates are. I'm going to select the Grub Control and the product that we used on that Grub Control, and it has a 50 in here. Now that was built in, the rates with the product and Service Assistant. I'm going to change it though. Maybe I only did her front yard that particular day, and maybe I only did so much square footage on that particular day. So I'm going to make those changes in here right out in the field as I'm actually just doing it. Anytime I need to go back, I just hit the back button right on the tablet. So I go back, I just put the rates of the product, which when I'm done with this, it's going to update back into Service Assistant, back into that customer's record. So I now hit the light bulb, and the light bulb is reflecting any conditions that I might have noticed in the field. So obviously, I noticed I had grub problems, so I'm going to just select grubs. But I also have a search module in here too that I can use, and I can start typing in bear. You know, maybe there were some bare spots that I noticed. Maybe I saw Fido out there, you know, and I want to maybe eventually sell them some flea and tick control. So maybe I'm going to write down flea and tick control for them. So these are some conditions that I'm going to be able to print on these invoices that we'll be able to show you. Instead of, you know, your technician writing the information down. I'm sure most of your technicians have great handwriting. None of mine did in the field in years past. If you have a printer in your truck, you're able to print this information right out in the field. So now you have legible notes that you're going to be able to leave, and you can print these right off some of our invoices that we have. So as I hit the back button, it takes me back to the main menu. I hit the sun. Now the sun is going to actually, we're connected to the National Weather Bureau, so we can put the temperature will automatically go in there, the wind direction will automatically go in there, so your technician doesn't have to try and figure this out. Another thing that's automatically going to go in there is the wind speed. A lot of our customers out there have asked us, hey, will you put wind speed with the National Weather Bureau in there? Until I started talking about application rates with wind, that is a field that you are able to adjust. So if I touch that wind speed and I hit 5, it'll automatically go into, hey, the wind speed's at 5, and that's what's going to get recorded. I can also give the lawn a rating. It's your own personal rating that you see out there in the field. If I hit a 6, I'm rating this lawn as a 6. Is she a 0 to a 10 type of thing? So I'm going to mark it as a 6. I also have another note tablet on here that I can put in customized notes. Now we do have a quick text entry that you're able to use that you can load up in Service Assistant, or you can do voice to text, which I'll demonstrate here today. Test, test, test. And you can see it actually picked up the today for me, and then it threw in the test, test, test. So it is pretty legible on its notes. We are using Google Notes to grab that information. Once I'm done with that particular product and that lawn, everything is done, talk to the customer, I printed off my invoice, I hit the back button, my work is completed on that particular job that day. I hit yes, and all that information is now loading back up into Service Assistant, back in the office for the office to be able to see, and now I'm going off to my next lawn. I'm going to show and demonstrate to you how you can do a customer search from the route listing, and we're going to build an estimate today with Mobile Live as well. This is a great component of this service. Your technicians, I'm sure, a prospect will come out of the house and say, hey, can you do my lawn today? If you have it in your database back at your office, you have all the information. If you don't, you can actually add that customer in there. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the yellow button right at the top. And you'll see a menu in there. One is a time clock, one's customer search, one's production status, notes review, and I have some reports that I can actually print at the end of the day. Material usage and also production value. So your technicians are going to be able to look at all this information throughout the day as long as you give them security permissions to do that. Production status is really nice because if you have production goals that are out there, if you touch production status, you can see how much work that they've actually done. They can see how much that they've actually done throughout the day as well. I'm going to hit route listing again. I have a time clock feature in there. Some things that are going on right now, the Department of Ag is checking with companies like yours that are wanting to know, do you give your guys a lunch that day? How much time are you giving them? Are you able to record it? Time clock is a great way of going in where they can punch in, punch out throughout the day. Customer search. This is a field where it's going to acquire position right from where you are at any given time. Okay, so it's going to grab me the top 10 people that are closest to me at any given time in here. I'm going to do more of an advanced search. I'm going to add a customer while I'm in here to show you that, because you can see where it does give me some people in there. Let's say that this person is not in there. So I'm going to hit advanced, and I'm going to start typing in the customer's information. So I might type in, let's just say, Miguel Cabrera. And you can see in here where it's taking out some of this information in here for me. I have some required fields. They were in red. Now I have this in green. And now I'm going to search for this particular customer that might be in here. And it brought me up an address that's right in here at this particular time. So I can go in here, I can create an estimate for this customer right now. I can see that, hey, we're already doing his this lawn, but I can come in here and I can add a different service into him. I can add a program into him right at this particular time. Let's say I'm going to do a tree full care program. You can see right in here where it says tree full care program, if I touch that particular area, it says, do you want to create an estimate? Absolutely, I do. So it brings me right into all of his services. It's already given me a size. I'm going to change that size a little bit though, because that's pulling in his lawn size at this time. And I'm going to put in his tree care size. And it automatically readjusted the price for me. Again, if you have your price charts updated, it'll automatically put those prices in there for you. But I can add a little bit more information in here. If I hit that top portion in there, I can hit some conditions. So if I hit add conditions, I can select what that condition might be. I'm going to say, maybe it was some flea and tick control. I'm going to use that particular condition, and it's going to give me an option to take a picture of something. It automatically, if you want to set in there, select an image, grab it, it'll give you that option to be able to do that. I can do 2 images like that at any particular time. Select my little mouse over there. Obviously, Miguel had some mice as well, so we'll take a picture of those. But I can continue to add some information in there. I can do tech notes, as you can see on my screen. I can do customer notes. I can do standard price. I can use my call log and add a callback date. So if I want to put something in my database that says, hey, you want to call this guy back on May 30th this year, I can put a callback in there to do that. I can set him up as a call ahead, and I can preview his information. I can also take a picture of his house if I wanted to. So I'm going to just pretend this computer here is Miguel's house, take a picture of it, and there it is. I've got a picture of his house. So when I hit the preview button in here, and I might be standing here talking to this customer, I hit the preview button, it's going to process a little bit, and it's going to show me a complete estimate that I've done for this customer. I can email the estimate out to the customer as well, or if I have a printer in my truck, I can print that estimate out for him also. And as you can see on my screen, it's got a beautiful proposal already created right there on Mobile Live. And that's Mobile Live. You know, there's a lot of other different features with Mobile Live. I gave you the quick version of it. I showed you how to your technicians can open it up on their devices, they can punch in, they can add products, they can add rates to their products. You can also do estimates with Mobile Live. You can do a customer search, whichever's in your database. There's other things you can do it as well. Use it for your maintenance crews. You know, when I have one lawn spraying guy out there, but I have 3 guys on a maintenance truck, I want to track those guys as well. Time in, time out. Those features are very important. Don't forget about snow plowing. This is a great device that you can be using for snow plowing. Get rid of the office hour works, and that's where Mobile Live can be a complete benefit for you, saving money. Also, in conclusion, with Mobile Live, look at Truck Assistant. It's another product that Real Green has, similar to Mobile Live, but you can get a lot of other features besides what I've talked about with Mobile Live.